Girl, how's it going?
What's up, Crow?
So I thought there was a conspiracy to stop this. I couldn't get online there, which has been a problem for me for the last 24 hours. There, DT, you better remove my appeal. There, I appealed for that 24 copyright infringement bullshit. Anyways, how's it going, girl?
Good. First of all, I just want to say, if you don't mind, can you just not play music during this so that I can repost it?
Absolutely. So it's the background music. So I'll turn. Let me put voice. Because I'm not at home.
That's
It's.
okay.
I'm in a laundry. So let me do sound isolation.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
Oh.
Um,
So are you recording this whole thing?
I am.
Yes, yes, because it needs to be shared to the fucking world.
I got you. You'll
Here's
get a copy
Bernard.
immediately after this interview. I will, I will send you a copy.
It's just me and poor old Bernard there because, I didn't merge my comments. Let's fucking there. Merge the comments there.
You
Fucking.
guys.
This is unacceptable that I had a hard time get. Anyways, how's it going?
Okay, we're gonna get to that. By the way, it's really good. First of all, I want to thank you, Crow, for even being here. You are the talk of the town, right? And a lot of people throughout the whole day, I've been live for the last few hours promoting the interview because I couldn't put up a banner. And people, for different reasons, are very excited to hear this.
Oh,
So,
so
thank,
excited. I would have thought that people were going to, yo, Anthony there. We have to, Anthony, I know you have hate for that Mariana Reeves there. Let's make sure she doesn't finish on top of us there. Success to her, but I'm your show and crying arm. Anyways.
okay. So, okay, here, this is, you don't know with Crow, y'all. So, I want to start
Oh,
really
hang on.
quickly by
I,
letting you guys know. By the way, you guys, here's how I do these interviews very quickly so Crow's prepared. We see the taps, we see the gifters. We don't want to stop the conversation and be distracted. So we'll thank you guys here and there, but it's not going to be like a normal battle where we're like talking to you guys the whole time because, I want to be very respectful of Crow's time. And the way that this interview is structured, I just told my guests, is we start with your journey. And then I have my questions for you that I'm just very curious to know personally. And then at the end, we have the hot round. And those are going to be the most controversial questions that people have brought up and that they want you to talk about. So I discovered Crow Collins about 2 weeks ago.
hang on a
Um,
second. I hate to interrupt you. I thought you understood. Crow Collins is in witness protection from the hate. You're talking to the biblical crow right now.
oh, it's the biblical crow.
It's a
Biblical crow.
biblical crow.
Okay, thank you for clarifying that.
Yes.
Um,
DT, I need protection there from all the haters there. Crow Collins has been bullied off of your platform. Yes,
so
yes.
the way that I discovered Crow was about 2 weeks ago. The biblical crow, just being on the app and spending some time, and he was in a very heated discussion. I would say more passionate. And the impression. Oh, hi. Oh, we got like. Oh, you're full blown, and my hair's giving Crow kind of. Thank you for showing your face there. I noticed you're very direct. You're not afraid to talk about anything that's on your mind, and I think that's gotten you a lot of some good and some very bad attention. I got in a little bit of trouble because I gifted you when you were talking and in a battle. um, but that's just because I think you're a very smart guy. I do think I think that at times, because you're very intelligent and you can talk the talk, people say that's bullying or that's you attacking them. But at the end of the day, they have a voice too, and the words that they use, that's up to them. So I've noticed that about you. I admire that you say what you mean. I'm kind of curious about you though. So before we get to that stuff, how did you start on social media? What app? Why'd you do it? Can you just tell us that?
Um, I understood that the first half an hour. So you can talk to Eric Collin whenever you're ready there. But because there, you guys, you needed to bring out the fucking biblical crow to defend Crow Collins. You guys are fucking haters. And I will introduce you to Unique in a cup. DT, Unique has something very special to say to you. Anyways, okay, let's have a conversation there.
Okay, so tell me about your social media journey and how you got started and why you decide. Oh, wow. Okay. What is that, a bow?
It most certainly is.
It's gorgeous. Happy
I had to make
Valentine's.
myself look handsome for you. The hate is real. I wanted to shave my beard and like look less crow beast for you and maybe flirt, but I couldn't shave. I fucking there because I've been fucking around there with you haters in my account and emails to safety that is doing an amazing. I'm not going anywhere because I'm too smart. I will change. I started streaming as a message of I was coming out of social isolation and
Uh-huh.
I said, you know what? I had this vision and I said there I'm going to be a method actor and make people believe things that don't exist. I was
Oh.
going to do like WWE, start my stream with a scenario skit and like good performers react to the audience.
Mm-hmm.
I did something there that nobody had ever done on that platform. Within 30 days, I was the most obviously recognizable, talked about streamer because this is the second time I'm doing it, except it happened here quicker. And I called it. Now, I did that all without being a gifter. Now, I love those galaxies because I am the most electrifying man in the fucking world and every single galaxy. Anyways,
So
so
did you end up following through with that idea of the method acting?
no, I ended up. Oh, yes, but I ended up getting deleted over there, permanently banned
Okay.
as the most reported history. Anyways, fuck
Okay.
that plot. Fuck you, meet me, and the fucking crow you didn't fly in.
So
Meet
you
me
came
for
to
the
favorited when those didn't work out. When you
yeah.
came here, did you have support from those other apps that found you on here when you first joined favorited?
Of course I did. I have super fans, but so oh no, my phone. Let's put it in my hand. Fuck that there. Fuck this stupid stand. Of course I have super fans, but Charles Manson and Ted Bundy had my haters followed me around there and got me deleted off of other fuck you hate. Anyways,
So
yes.
you brought your supporters and your haters along. They find you, they look for you, and they end up finding whatever you're on. Did you have a strategy with favorited? Did you want to execute your streams on here in any different type of way that you did on the other apps? The two apps that you got
So
banned from?
I brought no supporters over here. I got lucky when I just loser. So I ended up there getting lucky, and three big supporters came out of nowhere and they fucking started blessing me when I decided to take over this platform. I couldn't have asked for a better script.
So what
Yes,
did
yes.
you but did you have a strategy coming here? Like did your first strategy was the method acting. So when you joined favorited, what did you go into this app thinking? What did you want to accomplish?
Yes. So I came on here January 2nd, 2025.
Hmm.
And I had a method. I said, you know what? I'm just gonna go around and gift everybody like dirty little birds there. And I was tweet, tweet, chirp, chirp, motherfuckers. And I was Tweety Bird. And I waited. I waited. And then there, Ace motherfucking Marsh helped me. I waited. I was taking care. And then I decided to go live as reincarnating myself because I'm so fucking talented to Crow Collins. Now, Crow
Oh,
Collins never really put any effort on here. And then I took a break there. I think I broke my streak and everything there. Like I should be on a summit push there now there. I've already done my 360,
why
65
why
there.
did you take the break?
Mental health is real.
Okay, that's
And
fair.
it was more important to take care of my personal life and mental
Mm.
health there than to stream. So I
Was
had
that from the
kind
haters? Was that the haters that got you down?
nothing to do with anything on favorite it because
Okay.
nobody hated me because nobody was gifting me and I wasn't podiing him there. I was a nobody on here. I was just a cute little guy going around caw. I didn't bother anybody because they're my gifter as a streamer. I'd only been gifted 210 out of a milli there, but I gifted there almost 800K. I've gifted a hell of a lot more. Anyways, so I was a nobody, but then last week there, when the millions and about
I
four
saw that.
people there, I decided to gift,
Congratulations.
and I ranked global. I finished on top of Kevin Cree, wee, and his Harley. I was on top, anyways. So that's
Did
when the
you
hate.
how long so okay, let me just because you didn't answer the other question. So when you
Oh
first
God,
started
squirrel.
streaming, what were your streams like? Are they the Crow Collins I know now when you first started on Favorited? What were you doing in your streams? Just getting to
No,
know people? Did you
no, I was
start controversial right away?
No, I sat in my streams and waited for people to come and nobody came. And I didn't feel like battling on here. So now, uh, do you know on that little Discover page today there, you guys are gonna fucking hate it. For a short period, I was the number one pitcher, the number two, the number five, all above Megs until her stream there. I love Megs. It started to, you guys must have hated seeing my handsomely crodiculous face there on top. I'm trying to get Beta to tell me how to fuck this Trinity because I know how to. It's because of movement. It wasn't because I was being gifted. It's because my comment interaction.
Your interactions were important to you.
I'm asking for a friend respectfully. Are you single?
I'm interviewing you. Um,
Okay, respectfully. Anyways,
how long did
who?
it take? How long did it take for you to like get into the ranks and catch a little emotion on here? So
So
you came.
I said about a week ago I was going to make myself be the most known streamer on here. I got myself put on the favorited underscore mix up page, and I've been
I
ranting at
saw
them
ya.
for
We're gonna get to
yeah.
that in the end. I have some questions about
Yeah.
you being on
So
there.
I that's what I did. The first move was I was yelling at them for 2 weeks like I do on Instagram. Post me, post me, post me. If you post me, I will be your number one viewed video, I assure you. They posted me finally after their not wanting my caca right away. And within 6 hours, I was the number one viewed and shared video. And that's how I started to get out there by using social media to push my brand on a small community that we are.
Okay, you guys, so we have a few more questions for Crow that I want to know about his personal life, and then we are gonna get to the hot round. I surveyed my audience. I know what you guys want to learn from him. I know that you guys want me to ask very specific questions, and I got you. And by the way, Crow told me that nothing is off limits. I can ask anything I want. Okay. I want to know. So I understand a little bit about your social media journey, what it took for you to become popular. Obviously, your personality, you have a very colorful personality, which is great for social media. What was your upbringing like? And you know what? I'm like, what was your upbringing like? Were you happy in school? Did you have good friends? How were you treated? What was the overall dynamic in your childhood?
Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Eric Collin. Can you repeat that question, please? Because that's an Eric Collin question, not a
Okay,
character.
Eric.
So,
So
how's it
Eric,
going, girl?
hey Eric, how are ya? So
I don't
here's
need you to
what.
repeat it. I heard it. I heard it.
Okay.
So, um, I was raised by a single mom, and the interesting thing was, my mom left my father when I was 2 years old because he was a drunk and physically abused her. So it was
Oh
always
wow.
me and my mama bear against the world,
Oh,
and I'm one of the lucky ones. I probably would either be in the Hells Angels, the Mafia, dead, or in prison because that's where most of my friends are. But I played hockey and I played competitive hockey. I almost was a prospect for the NHL, and this kept me out of trouble.
I love
Uh,
hockey.
Pardon?
I love hockey.
Oh well, goalies are we're obviously biblical. I was a goalie there. Yeah, you guys think I'm fat now there. I used to be able to do the splits. Anyways, um, oh yeah,
That kept you out of trouble a bit, you think? Gave you some
so
direction?
I was I was bullied when I was younger until like the fifth, sixth grade because I was like short and fat. Then I lost weight and grew. Then started playing hockey. But those years where I was bullied and stuff, I had a learning disability. And back then, it's not like now where they pick it up a lot more. So I never learned how to read. So I don't read phonics. And the loser, so I
Okay.
don't read phonics,
Okay.
and I read from memory. And there's almost nothing I can't read. And I'm dyslexic. But the thing
Wow.
that changed my life was when I was a 12-year-old, I was molested by a 16-year-old cousin. And this changed me forever. And I didn't even know it. I only realized this about 4 years ago when we started. So, this is what made me become a borderline personality, narcissist, no fucking doubt, everybody, and depression and post traumatic stress disorder, blah, blah, blah. Sing us a sad song there. Show the biblical hernia, all the biblical. Whoa! You haters want me to cover it up, and I can't do it here. So we've covered it up for you fucking haters. Here, hate this there, mother. Anyway, so and it was fucking triggering me there. Anyways, I'm in public, by the way. I'm gonna dance in here. You guys don't want me dancing half naked on the favorite streets? Okay, I'm gonna
So
dance at a laundromat.
so those early things that happened to you affected you, but you didn't understand that they did until you became an adult and you saw that that's where it stemmed from, which is
Yeah.
usually what happens. You typically figure that out in adulthood. So that's shaped you quite a bit. And your borderline personality disorder? Okay.
Yeah,
Um,
I'm also a narcissist, but here's the thing. I've been in most people who are narcissists are normally not diagnosed because they don't think
right.
anything's wrong with them. They
Yes.
don't get treatment. I've been in treatment for 15 years with the number one psychiatrist here where I live in Montreal, Quebec, Canada. And I can admit that I'm wrong. I can apologize authentically, and I have empathy. So I'm a unique kind of artist. If you know, you know, I'm a unique kind of artist. Yes, yes.
Most narcissists can't comprehend that they are one, and the ones that do have no interest in treatment. So I have to give you your props that you're in treatment, and you're working on yourself, and you care about your mental health. Like, respect to that. Okay, so that was your upbringing. When did things shift, or did they ever?
Um, then there, I had a lot of success at work. I started my job because of I became a degenerate gambler and I escapism there. So I threw three bankruptcies, ruined my life, had children, amazing father, got divorced. Now that we're living our best life there. But anyways.
You had a gambling addiction. Did you ever have any sort of substance issues because of your trauma?
Contrary to popular belief, everybody, I only do cocaine and I've never done any illegal drug and I rarely drink. But we're going to drink our little hearts out tonight there. Come and check me out later. And you guys can't believe what I'm going to say tomorrow. Anyways,
Okay. All right. So, Crow, what do you think, like, why are you so controversial? Did you plan on being controversial as your method of catching emotion and getting clout?
absolutely. When you're the most electrifying man there's somebody, the most electrifying streamer on the platform. Loser. Woo!
Oh,
Anyways, I'm putting some cream on. Oh, I don't know there if that's somebody giving me shit for making noise. Oh, by the way, I might get kicked out of here. That's going to be interesting, but we'll broadcast it. Let's tone
okay.
it down.
He's
What
in the
was
laundromat, you guys. He's watching Pikachu or something. He's in the laundromat. But okay, so you plan on being controversial. That was always part of your plan. It's
Mhm.
not like you came here and you were curious as to why you're receiving so much heat from other streamers and people in the community. You planned on that attention because you wanted to be controversial.
Absolutely,
That being
absolutely.
said, how honest is the version that we see of you on here? And what I mean by that is, okay, fine, you want to be controversial. Do you mean what you say when you're speaking on these topics and streamers, or is it simply for the controversy of it? Um,
So here's the thing: when you're a toxic streamer, and is this? Hang on a second there. I don't know if there's. I don't know what this noise is. There, are they talk? Are you talking to me? Hello. Oh, oh, okay. Because I was going to do my laundry after, so I can't do what we're doing. Oh, okay. So this is not how we do our laundry in Europe. This is not how we do our laundry. But for respect for your established, this is how I do my laundry. I entertain my millions of fans out there, but I will leave your establishment. I want no disrespect.
he's getting kicked out of the laundromat, you guys.
Okay, so we can't do this in public here. I apologize. I guess me getting inside the dryer would have been a no-no, right? Okay, I'm leaving. I'm leaving. Okay, I'll be honest there. I couldn't hear anything you were saying, so I meant no disrespect. But anyways, I'll promote the laundromat anyways. Okay, so we're gonna have to take this shit show down the road there, everybody. I guess
Okay,
there.
let's
I
and
didn't.
you
Oof, I
we
didn't
kind of
know there
I
was
had a feeling
cameras.
this might happen, you guys, because he's in public. When I saw he was in public, I thought he's gonna get kicked out.
And I'm not wearing pants, as you can see.
You are, I saw you. Oh, okay. 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 We're covered up though. We're covered up, so they're
We're
happy
covered.
over here.
Okay, so we're gonna walk around outside and continue the interview. So
Okay, let's walk around.
yeah.
So how honest is the version that I see of you online? I know you want to be controversial, but do you mean everything you say? Like, what percent of the things that you say that come out of your mouth do you really mean?
Um, so I've never come after anybody first on any platform. That's a true statement,
Oh,
okay?
really?
Never. I have never started with anybody. And this is proven by right now. When people start with me and they want to make it toxic,
Hmm.
it's different with me. I take it to the next level. And I've learned with adjusting my behaviors on here that when people don't realize that it's now crossing from cunt. I've disengaged several times with people on here when they don't understand what I do is entertainment. I did something with a woman on here and we cleaned it up. She thought it was getting too real, so I'm not here to hurt people at
Mm.
all.
So
But
in other words, you're not going to make take the first punch, but when someone else does, you will absolutely blow it up and put them on trial. I mean, I've seen you put people on trial.
so if you
You
come,
guys, he brings up receipts, he shows, and then he asks. Now, one thing I will say is you do ask people to talk to you, like to have a conversation about it,
so
rather than going around the app and pretending things are fine or talking crap about each other behind each other's back. You do try to get the person on your live with you and have a discussion.
because most people are fake. And here's the thing now, in the last 4 days since I have been here, everybody's coming me. Anybody wants to start beef. And here's the thing, I've learned that nobody else is getting reported. They're reporting me. So I'm asking safety and DT to keep monitoring my stream because unlike everybody else, I've learned my lesson. I understand that safety doesn't want certain things on here, and that
Mm,
even if I'm being bullied, they're going to
mm-hmm.
come after me if I don't. So I'm modifying my behaviors, and safety on here is the best safety I've seen on any platform.
Okay, well
I've never
that's really
had.
good to hear.
So the answer to your question is, I am an entertainer. Nothing is
Okay, fair. Okay.
close.
Does
Look
it
at this
ever
fucking.
bother you though that because you're rage baiting a little bit, you're controversial, you're an entertainer, that people misunderstand you or don't know the real you? Or no, you just like, I mean, because you must struggle a little bit with your identity anyway, right? You have to consistently work on your identity as someone with borderline personality disorder. So does it bother you that maybe we don't know the real you, or would you rather have the persona and just be an entertainer?
So I am just an entertainer and I allow people to see me when I choose. None of this
Okay.
bothers me even a little. It doesn't exist. What bothers me though, when I took a break in the last couple of days, is affecting me from monetizing and trending and giving me a ban for 24 hours DT that Zach said it was okay for us to broadcast another. That bothers me, Zach and DT. You guys need to lift my ban for that there. Take it off of my record. Because Zach said we could broadcast other streams. And I
Well,
wasn't being toxic.
you did just say that the safety at favorite is the best one of any other app. So I do think that they hear you and they're working on things with you behind the scenes, hopefully. So I do hope that works out
Yeah.
for you and for the app. So do you think that like the outrage culture though has, if you could do it all over again, right? Would you choose to be controversial or would you do it a little bit differently? I'm just curious because it takes a lot of energy to perform the way you do.
So I would not change a thing I did because it works. I
Okay.
will say one thing there though, with what safety is doing on here and helping. I will get banned again on here. There's no doubt there. On intent, I am not putting myself in a box to get myself there out of my creative flow. But you have to modify the behaviors, and I will. I will succeed at doing what I do because I won't repeat the same mistake. And safety is amazing on here and helping us understand to change the behaviors. What I do, and unfortunately or fortunately,
Uh-huh.
toxicity sells and it's not going away. Nobody is
Right.
solving this problem. So I'm just realized that I can make a successful streaming career because I'm
Okay.
better at it than
That
most.
makes a lot of sense. So you're saying you would not take anything back that you've done because it's given you the attention and the monetization that you were looking for. Let me ask you something then. What if, let's say, social media rewarded like a calm nuance instead of controversy? Would you then change your act to fit that demand
So,
from the audience?
so
Because you're
it,
right,
yeah.
toxicity does get a lot of hype. But what if it was the opposite? Would you change?
I'm changing now on this platform. I've decided I'm going to be controversial. I am going to be the most. I'm going to go see if I can get myself kicked out of another place now there, but I'm going to be the
I'm
most.
about to ask you about that. Why you do that?
I'm
The
I'm
hot
going to be
round
the
is almost here.
okay. I am the most controversial, and I'll do more. But I think that I'm going to prove a point here. The most hated person for the last couple of days who's toxic, I am never going to be toxic on here again there. But I'm not running away. People
Wow.
want, if people want to come at me, be careful. You're going to get yourselves banned there because when you're telling me, like last night, some guy was going to curb stomp me and that he was going to pull up and smash my face in a toxic roast.
No, that's
I,
not
w-
okay.
I went to my fridge and I glazed myself in ketchup, mustard, and relish. And I said, you know what? I'm
What?
unroastable on. I'm gonna kill people with humor. You want? Come on, guys, be toxic. However,
I
if you
like that.
guys want to talk it out, I'm willing to have real conversations and fix any beef with any motherfucker on this platform who doesn't understand what I do. Loser! I'm the bigger. I'm fucking winning.
Okay, you
Duh.
guys, everyone, the 67 people, you heard that, right? He admits that he's going to be controversial, but he is making an effort not to be so toxic on this app, and he wants to change, which is interesting. But we know he's not going to stop being controversial at the end of the
No,
day,
I'm gonna be
right?
more controversial there. You know, there,
But let's not.
everybody,
Oh, pickle.
everybody there. You know what's? You know, pickles. They have no bones in them and they're spineless. Anyways,
Okay, but they're delicious.
they are delicious. And they're kosher. You see what I did there? If you know, you know. I am a genius. Love you,
Um,
Mark.
I do you. Okay, so let me ask you something. What is the most addictive aspect of social media for the Crow Nation? Is it like is it the attention you
Yes,
seek? Okay, that's what I
absolutely.
was wondering, especially with your background. So is it attention, influence, or income? If you had to pick one, what is the most addictive metric for you?
That I can, I love when people hate gift me. I love that I can live rent free in people's heads as a narcissist, everybody, that you will
Yes.
spend your hard earned money and gift other people because you hate me. I often tell people who stream with me because they do it on, you should be sucking my caca because you're getting, I'm feeding your family because the hate for me is real.
So
People don't like that.
he is a diagnosed narcissist who's been in treatment for how long did you say, Crow?
Since Christmas Eve 2012, I had a
Okay.
suicide attempt, and that's when I met my psychiatrist that I have now. So 2012.
Um, thank God you're here, and thank God that you took yourself into treatment. So I'm
Mhm,
happy you're
mhm,
alive, and thank you, by the way, for sharing that. That means a lot to me that you would share something
mhm.
like that. So you guys, so as a narcissist, he admit that the attention and the influence when he's getting hate gifted, he sees that as power, that he has power over those people, that they're spending their money because they hate him so much, and that gives him that attention and that power that makes him feel good and fuzzy inside.
Oh, the door's locked. Sorry about that.
Um, Okay, the last question I have for Crow before we get into our very hot round. Very hot round, you guys. We're walking into a grocery store. Let's see if we get kicked out of the second place. We got kicked out of the laundromat. Let's see how this goes for us.
We have 25 minutes there because it closes here.
So
Ugh.
I noticed that you double down on things you do a lot, even when you get in trouble, even if you make comments to other streamers. When you interact and have a conversation with them, I mean maybe you have apologized. Of course I haven't known you very long, Crow, but it
Uh-huh.
seems to me that you mostly double down. Is that because you're convinced that what you did is right or is fine, or is that just like is that conviction or is that pride?
Excuse my ignorance. What do you mean by doubling down? I'm not sure what that means.
Sure. So, for example, when you do something that most people don't agree with, that gets you into a
Mhm,
little trouble or that hurts
mhm,
feelings, you
mhm.
tend to double down. So you tend to stick with that action and you don't take it
Oh,
back. In fact, you amplify it and say, "No, I
yes.
meant what I." Okay. Is
So
that because you believe in what you're doing is fine, or is that just your pride and your ego?
So if we take the thing that has caused the most controversy in is that I didn't know the community guideline because it's not clear. You cannot insinuate being naked. Okay, so that piece of crow tent that I did, everybody thought I was naked under there, and I took an hour ban for it. I was not naked. Now I can do all of that and more and crazier. I've danced like that in Meg's stream in her box there. So you're right. I will amplify it more because whether you motherfuckers want to see a Crow Beast man, if that would have been Kevin Weedman with his fucking bass guitar on his Harley and all his amazing tattoos and his long hair. And fuck, if I was gay, you know what? I'm not even gay and I want to fuck him there. None of you motherfuckers would have said nothing, but because it was a fact, loser. So yes, I
Okay.
amplified it more.
He
I
amplifies it.
amplified it more.
All right. So we're at the
If
hot
I'm
round.
right, if I'm right,
So
if
that's
I'm
what I
right.
mean, though. If you know you're not right, will you apologize or take anything back, Crow?
Absolutely, and I have on here there,
You
and
have? Okay.
there's somebody on here who has such a disdain hate for me, and he was the I dropped 10K on him for talking shit about me. The more shit he talked about me, I gifted him. I said, keep talking shit about me. I
I've done that
gifted him
before.
more.
It
So
creeps them out.
everybody is questioning why I dropped 80K on
Yes.
two people who hate me, because that's what you call fuck you, Dana White money. Fuck you. Anyways.
Um, okay, we're at the hot round. These are
Oh,
the
yes.
questions that you guys have been asking me for the last 2 days that if I don't ask Crow, then I'm a horrible interviewer. So I'm gonna give seriously, no, really, and today especially. So why have you what's with the bans and the suspensions and constant social media jail, like what goes on with you, because you have a record of it. It's happened on 2 apps you've been
Mhm.
permanently kicked out of, and now even on this app where we have freedom of speech and we're a little bit more open with the rules on here, you still end up getting in trouble. What is that? What's going on?
So the other platforms, fuck you, meet me there because I know they're having a watch party over there. Fuck you and the crow, you didn't come in there. And I told you guys I'd be number one there. And so here's the thing: the other platform, what I ended up letting happen. Like, look, I was threatened to be shot at Live Fest and come shoot me at my. I've been swatted. So when people talk tough like that, I talk tough back. I gave them my address. I'm so. I know that be so on here. My behavior's been modified and I'm controversial. But here's what happened. What did I? It's the insinuating of words because I do fuckery. My first, I'll tell you my bans on here. My first warning was a little, hey, dirty bird, you can't be yelling at people there and insinuating, shoving your cacaws in their mouth there while you're in the shower, holding up your root. The insinuation was too direct. Okay,
Okay.
bad bird, but still nothing there. I wasn't saying I'm going to shove my penis. I was cacaw. So learned the lesson, we'll modify. The second one
Okay.
was insinuating that I was naked. It's not clearly written. I read the guidelines. I made sure that the kangaroo and Pikachu were props. Not that I was bending over and fucking them there because I'm not stupid and weird. It was for playful entertainment. So learn the lesson, get crazy or start wearing women's pants. Anybody who wants to send me clean, brand new women pants, because the other way would be weird, I'll wear them for you.
What
So
color?
pink. Real men wear pink.
Yeah.
Pink.
Okay. All right.
So that was the second one. I modified it.
Okay.
The third one was a parody of something a streamer said on here
The
when they
first two were
podiumed.
sexual in nature. So the third is what?
So the third was a situation where I took the words And safety has come is I've sent in the context and safety says now we understand, but still I broke community. So now I'm adapting. So this the
Mm.
third one was I repeated something so vulgar about somebody else that it could have been looked at sexual, but they said the same thing. That's because nobody's reporting everybody else. Since I'm being mass reporting doesn't get you but it puts you on their they have things to review because they
Mm-hmm.
individually
Sure.
review. So and the fourth one is the one that I'm fighting. DT and Zach, if this gets out there in your community guidelines on paper, yes, you're not allowed to broadcast unless you have authorization. I
What do
had
you mean? What do you
authorization.
mean by broadcast? I don't.
So what I did was I flipped my camera and
Mm-hmm.
showed another stream. Like if somebody now
Okay.
was showing you and I in their live,
Okay. Right.
and we both you and I said, no, you cannot broadcast
Mm-hmm.
us as community guidelines. They
Yes.
would not, they could get banned for that.
Yes.
But we
Yes.
want everybody to show us. So now, yes, yes, I like what you did there. You're paying anyway. So now, what happened with that one there is that Zach on Wisdom Wednesday said there that you most certainly can have watch parties, show other streams. Doesn't matter if you have authorization, as long as if you're not watching another stream bullying the person. So I'm watching
Okay.
these two. That streamer was bullying me and he took a community strike because I reported him. Take away my
So
DT and
basically, the
Zach.
favorite. So safety's basically saying intent matters when you're
Intent
broadcasting.
matters. So yes, so if you look, they're gonna have to modify because right now, what Zach said on Wisdom Wednesday is not what the community guidelines say. The only thing community guidelines say is you need authorization. Zach said it's the intent when you're watching another stream. You guys need to fix it's a you guys problem, not me. And I want that strike off my account because I was banned for 24 hours. I couldn't monetize. It hurt me. And if I get banned again, it's going to be 3 days now. Get that off my fucking account of enforcement. I'm working with you guys. But Zach, you said what I did is not
No, I
wrong.
didn't, Nick.
Anyways, I got to calm
So
down.
I heard a comment you made online where you said, guys, I am getting in a lot of trouble on social media, but it's an experiment. You said, I want to show you how far we can take the boundary. So you have a little bit of an obsession with that. You
No,
want to know. What
no,
is
no,
that then? I heard you say that
no.
online.
No, no. What I'm saying is, as a content creator who's controversial,
Mm-hmm.
and there is so much ambiguity in the guidelines. They're not, it's gray zone, and that's
Okay.
because of legal, to
Mm-hmm.
protect himself. I will not. I want to push the boundaries of what I can do as a creator, and I'm willing to test it there. If I'm not sure, I'm still going to do it because these guidelines are not cut clear and you
Okay.
can't ask in advance there. And yes, controversy sells, but I still want to work and respect community guidelines of what I'm in. I want to push so here, I'm talking more things like this, okay? When I'm saying push the boundaries and controversial. Respectfully, on Saturday, I'm doing Wisdom Wednesday recap. I disagree, in my own opinion, a lot what Megs and Hardware said about streaming, and they were talking streamer etiquette. I'm going to be honest with you guys there.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck you to stream, not to them, in general, anybody. This is war. I'm a businessman. I want to be the biggest streamer. I'm opening a new restaurant and I'm not being nice I'm not going to talk shit about you guys, but step up your games. Otherwise, they're going to come and eat my food and promoting myself. They're talking streamer etiquette. This is war.
Well, clearly you
War.
don't want any advice as to how to behave or conduct yourself as a streamer because I mean you're pushing the boundaries and you're chasing the money. So the way that other people think you're never going to listen to that anyway. I mean
No,
that's very clear to me. By
I
the way, you
listen.
guys, he did say that we have the best safety and he does love Megs, but he disagrees with the way that they want him to be as a streamer. So that's fair that he disagrees. Okay, so you're going to do Wisdom Wednesday recaps.
I just want to
Do you
touch
have
on
like
one.
a sexual, do you have a little kink or a little bit of a perversion, or some sort of a small obsession with sexual things?
Not even a little.
Really?
I'm a fucking teddy bear. I'm very stoic. A date with
You're
Eric
very
Collin.
stoic.
I'm very common. So a date with Eric Collin would most likely have flowers being brought to you, never opening a car door or any door in your life. Having your orgasm is more important than mine. I love their just touching a woman and playing in her hair there. A real man knows how to choke a woman without hurting her and pulling her hair. Her orgasm is more than I. Guys, Google it there. Every woman has the ability to squirt if they're comfortable with you. I have no fixations, anything to do with all this stupid shit and that's the bottom line because Eric Collin said so. Step up your game, men there. What the fuck is wrong? Anyways.
You were with Big 30. I saw you, and I don't know if I believe you that you weren't really naked, but anyway, I saw you with Big 30. You were dancing. It seemed like you were very naked, and you had a Pikachu
I
and
had
a
a piece
kangaroo.
of duct tape on my junk.
Oh,
It's
you
not
did.
naked. I've
Okay.
said it thousands of times. And it
Okay.
was a very small piece because I'm a
Very
shower,
small.
not a grower. I'm a shower, not a grower.
Okay. So it's not that you weren't covered. It's just that you're not a shower.
No, well, no, for size. And the reference, anyways, doesn't matter for size.
Okay,
No,
because when you were dancing, I truly did think you were naked under there. But you're saying you had duct tape. I mean, you would know. You're the only one who knows. I saw that thing move to the side a little bit and whatever. But there was apparently a small piece of duct tape. Okay.
No, no. So
Um.
here's the thing. Because I've already showed this to safety. Because I knew the hate was real, that kangaroo, and I'll send you the picture how smart I am. That kangaroo had my hand. It had one finger sticking out from his arm. It looked like I fucking orchestrated that there and I sent it to
Oh, okay.
safety. And I'll send you the picture. You can see it's my tattooed hand with a finger. You
Okay.
guys are my fucking
I mean, you
master.
have proof. You have
Master.
proof.
I have proof and it was sent to
Yeah.
safety. So I was
Okay.
not naked. It was the insinuate. And of course, I was trying to insinuate that you can't do that. So I won't do it anymore.
Okay,
Yes,
so he
yes.
does not have a sexual perversion or a kink. He just likes testing the boundaries and being funny and showing his body. You do love. Have you ever considered OF or anything like that? Because you love to show your body.
So here's the thing. The reason I've been very self-conscious all my life when I used to do fucking look. I was an athlete. I did steroids there. I was fucking jacked as fuck. Then there I fucking had kids and stopped going to the gym. I got fat. I lost.
You. What do you mean you had kids?
I have three amazing baby crows in
So
my life.
oh, that's amazing. So when their mother gained weight, a lot of the times the man will too. Is that what happened? You were kind of living in
No,
a
not at all. Not at all. No, no. Had
okay,
nothing to do with that there.
okay.
It had to do with I was a workaholic running their multi-million dollar companies. And one of my specialties was marketing. Why do you guys think that after 3 days there, you guys who have tried to even respectfully, hardware said it took him a year before he even ranked and got as high as he did. I did it in 3 days. Oh, thank you so much. I have an
Thanks, bro.
idea of what I'm doing and it's based on marketing in the real world. There needs to be a paradigm change in streaming. And yes, I am that fucking guy.
What do you mean there needs to be a paradigm change? What sort of change?
There's too many fake people out there. This streamer etiquette that don't come in my stream there and promote yourself. That's your stream rules. But they're saying it's like you're coming to my house. No, there's no lock on the door. There's no bolt. There's no fucking ADT security system. It's a public room they're coming to. They're walking, it's in the open. I
Yeah.
see something there I like. I'm gonna talk to it.
It's like the
I'm
real
changed.
world.
That's what I'm so. People get caught up with Delulu Nation with streaming. I'm right about this. There needs to be a paradigm change because then it leads to shady stuff. Do you know how many people have slid into my Instagram this week there when they seen me throw away 500K of fucking coins like they were fucking food stamps? Do you know how many people, all of a sudden, people, and I'm not gonna call you guys out there, but you're slithering, it's fucking
They do that a
wrong.
lot on here. They do that
Uh,
a lot.
I'll be honest. Yo, thank you so much. I didn't think I would get so much notoriety in 3 days, and I was blessed by some amazing gifters. I did not know. Hardware was correct. I'm gonna come up with a crowism. There's this phenomenon. As soon as you rank in podium, holy shit, I am the poster boy. Who the fuck has ever been banned 24 hours for copyright infringement on this platform? Everybody is showing everybody's stream. And most of the time, people are doing it there a little creepy. They don't even know you're showing them. I told these two beautiful men I was going to show them. I also told them I was going to report them to fucking safety. Anyways, I digress.
Okay, so are you how do you feel about, you mentioned this a little bit earlier, you barely touched on it. Eh, How do you feel about the recycling? Do you not care? You don't pay attention to it, or does it bother you?
I do not give a people have been. I don't give a fuck how anybody spends their money.
I don't either.
This was the plan. And listen to me carefully, because it's marketing. It's a business. If I didn't do what I did in 3 days and it was over a month, I would have fucking pushed myself to a summit by gifting my fucking self. Everybody, I would have took there a million coins, gifted myself, took back the 70%, rid it off as a tax deduction, and it would have been marketing. So I have no the answer to your question. I have no problems with recycling. One night I openly recycled with Big 30 and then told him that there's always a loser in recycling. I prefer matching. It's a business.
Yes,
Hang on.
I agree.
Like Zach said,
Yep.
recycling is fairy dust. It doesn't exist. It's a made up term,
hmm
most of the time by haters. Yes,
I mean,
yes.
it's a marketing and referral system. I explained this to other people that a lot of the recycling is to get you the spot in the rank so that people can see you and they can follow you, and you can stand out. So it is a marketing tactic. I think sometimes people use it for that, and they do get caught in the cycle of recycling, and continue it. I always think it's better to have an audience of supporters who are not other streamers. But I do understand why it exists, and I think it's fine. I don't feel one way or another about it. Um,
So a quick point on that there is that we know on this platform, if you're ranking or podium, everybody comes in for whatever reason. So that's why I said that putting yourself in rankings,
mhm,
even if you gift yourself, look at
mhm.
the genius. Just do the math. I take $10,000, I gift myself, I get back 70. So that's $7,000. I'm Canadian, so it's 10,000, 7,000 back. I put that into my tax deductions as a businessman there. And then people all day long there, they see me, they start, it's a way to make, now, people who
Right,
keep doing it regularly, you have to build off of it. You have to build off of that,
right. It's
which is what
not.
I
It's
do.
not. Yes, it's not.
A
The end
given.
goal. It's a small piece of getting a little bit of attention, but you have to follow
Yeah.
through with that with your content. I understand that. It's truly
Yeah.
marketing. It's business. What percentage on here? Speaking of streamers, of other streamers, do you find just stimulating? Do you think that you find to be smart, that you respect on this app?
You want me to name drop?
No, no, no. Please don't name drop. I would like to know if you had to say what percentage of streamers on this platform do you respect?
So this is controversial, but it's part of the culture. I believe, I don't know the math, I believe there are more viewers than streamers on here, which is a problem because everybody can go live. It waters down the talent. I'm a streamer, not a gifter. I'm a streamer, not a viewer. I think there, though, that there's a place for everybody on here, but everybody does this. They want to hit the live button and oh my God, I can make money and be on. Few motherfuckers think it's that easy there just to get there. So the answer to your question is,
People are agreeing
I
with you.
I think there that. there is talent on here.
Hmm.
Um, I'll be honest. I'm going to be straight up honest with you. Everything is the same. Everybody has drama. That's what the talent. Nobody. I have actually a stick. I have cronation. I have croisms there. I could cock. I have most of the talent on here is taking toxicity. Who had now? I'm not talking about the DJs and like that. And there may be some people I'm missing, but
Hmm.
I think that there is for what I like as a streamer
Hmm.
original content. There ain't much of it, and it's watered down on here, and it's
I would
something we're gonna
agree.
build and grow on. We're gonna build and grow on it, I
I agree.
believe.
I think diversity in content is very important on this platform for it to thrive. And
Yeah.
certainly people can just hang out and battle, but I do think performances, interviews, different types of content are very valuable and make a platform thrive. So I think in that sense, you are bringing a lot of good and attention to this platform because of your performances, because of the things you do. I respect the art in what you do, and I'm
Thank
happy
you.
that you're choosing to pull back on the toxicity a little bit
So
and be a
I'm
little.
gonna be. I hate to. You're doing an amazing. It's hard to handle me. I don't mean disrespect to you.
No,
You're
it's not.
amazing. So here's
No,
the thing. I
hard.
have a
It's not hard to
vision.
handle you, Crow.
Good, good.
Not for me.
I believe this platform should have their featured shows, and every week you should be on the banner interviewing. There should be featured show content on here. Support it. We should make this an entertainment platform that
I agree.
every talented creator has a featured. And there should be partnership. Content creators, we should actually be paid to give our time here, and the rest is bonus. There should be an affiliate program,
I think that's
things to
probably
work
coming.
on. It is coming, and
Hmm.
subscriptions and all that.
Subscriptions,
Just
yes.
is what was the whole point of that? There, I wanted to just say you should have a featured show on here. So this is it. Original content like this is where it's going, and I'm proving a point. I am DT and Zach. Pay attention. I am going to do all of the change now without being toxic, and I'm going to do something. I'm the voice of the voiceless. Victim Nation is taking over because I have talent and I can do whatever the fuck I want.
Would you, in your personal life and online, would you rather be very loved or feared? Curious. As a narcissist too, and someone who's working on themselves and is an entertainer pretty much full time, which one is would you prefer?
So I've lived all of my adult life as Miss.
Misunderstood.
um,
I was gonna
I
ask you
almost.
that next.
Hang on. I almost cried. I will never fucking cry again in a life. So hang on. I almost cried the other
No,
night, and
please.
I'm
Like this is a safe
okay.
space, by the way.
Yeah.
Like
No,
you're
no,
good
no.
here.
The hate that goes with somebody like me fucking crying.
No, because listen. It's the opposite though, because you are being authentic and you're showing that you're human, and you can be crotastic and cry. Both of those things can happen together. So your haters have nothing on you when it comes to crying. I think that's a beautiful thing. I think it's an emotion. But it what? Tell me why you got a little bit emotional there when I
So
asked you
here,
if you.
so this is what's going to happen on this platform, like it does all my life. Misunderstood, Eric. Most people in the real world, when they meet Eric, Joseph, Andre, Colin, which is an, it's funny that I figured it's an acronym. It spells Jackie. Anyway, loser. Anyways, so
It's
most
kind of cool.
people, it's kind of funny that it spells like ejaculation.
That's really
Anyways,
funny.
but that's my government name. So 9 times out of 10, most people, and this is what I've worked on hard in the last 4 years, is my nonverbal energy or something about me. I rub people the wrong fucking way when they first meet me, and then everybody loves me. Yo, thank you so much. Everybody loves me. It's like everybody loves Raymond. Everybody's gonna love Crow on here. I feel, I can't believe I didn't introduce, maybe unique. So that's me in the real world
So
there
you're
is that.
saying that in the beginning people misunderstand you and maybe judge you, but once they get to know you, they love you. They see a different side of you.
I have never had anybody in the real world that has met me and disliked me in the beginning not come around and love me. And that's a true
Wow.
statement.
Okay.
On the
Okay.
streaming world, a
You
bit
guys,
different,
he's
but
a performer. He's a performer. He said it. And he chooses to show himself and the deeper sides of him when he wants to, but it's definitely not on the regular. Okay, so you'd rather be loved or feared?
never feared. I hate it. Would I rather be loved or hate it? That I don't know, and that goes into a lot of the concept of what I believe. How much more time do we have? I can explain something about why I do it this way.
I would I love for you to explain it. Don't worry about time.
All right, perfect. I got all the time and I can talk forever. So, a lot of this is based on being a revolutionary and a visionary. There are people like this in history. The first one was Howard Stern. I never liked his content, but his message. When he
Mm-hmm.
started bringing strippers onto the radio and porn stars, and nobody could see them, they could just hear, knock it off, Goofy. That nobody wants to see that. And he did all kinds of, took him 10 years. Everybody told him, knock it off, Goofy. He became the king of all media and he's almost a billionaire. Yeah, knock it off, Goofy. Um, Elon Musk, same thing. Knock it off, knock it off. He's going to be a
Mm-hmm.
trillionaire soon.
Mm-hmm.
Another good one is Amazon, Jeff Bezos. Nobody wants to buy fucking books, library books. What do you, who wants to buy books on the internet? And then when he was a multi-million dollar, billion dollar company, they were still losing millions of dollars. Hey, your business plan, he says, he used to laugh, but it's on Jay Leno. Look it up. They're on there joking about it. He's laughing about it. I'm building for the future, my empire. He was building his fucking airplanes and Prime, and look at them now. They're the biggest, and I can go on. Same thing with Apple and that scumbag there who didn't take care of his daughter. I don't even remember his name there.
So you're
Just
basically saying that these figures ended up
thank you so
being
much.
very successful. They were very controversial and they had a lot of pushback, but they stuck with what they chose to do and it ended up paying off. And you think the same thing is happening with you, correct?
So whether they, I'm not sure if they were controversial. People said
Howard
nobody
Stern
wants.
was.
Yeah. Well, yeah, okay. You know what? I apologize. I acknowledge you're right. So whatever it was, everybody told them they were wrong. Like me, everybody's telling me you can't stream like this. There. No, I am gonna winner. Woo! Oh,
What
sorry.
question, HC? What question did you need him to repeat? Um, okay, so some of them were controversial, but they got pushed back and they stuck to it, and you respected and noticed them, and that was a business plan that they had to do that.
Yeah, and I'm
Um,
doing the same thing with streaming. All my streaming career, even people who believe in me, they're telling me, change it, change what you're doing. People who care about me deeply are telling me, stop. I feel safe on here with safety because I've never had a safe. I'm going to say this again. Even though I want you to get rid of my fucking band, they are amazing on here. I have never seen a safety department. They are so. I believe I have over. I don't know if you guys know, Wisdom Wednesday, there was about 4 subjects that were fucking about me. Nate Megs talked about, I don't care if you run around half naked. That was me. That was me. Anyways, I love it here. I
um,
love it here. I love it here.
where can I ask, like, what even motivates you to get up and do this? What do you want out of your life, out of this project? Where would you like to see yourself end up?
So even though I talk about there that I'm a street, so in the last couple of years there, I've been put on permanent disability. I have good investments. Every month, this is why I have the power to do what I do. I never have to make a cent streaming, and that's a lot of power. My bills are paid every month.
That
However,
is a lot of power.
I'm a degenerate gambler, and here's the thing. I took care of it the other day there. The last for 4 months, I was behind on my rent. Okay? October, November, December, January. I never mentioned it fucking once on here. It's a me problem. However, I've been talking about it now there because all the blessings I got organically helped me to pay my rent there, Reese, and bring me back up to date there. The matter
And
is,
you wanted to let them know that that's where their gifts went to, that you were appreciative after the fact.
absolutely, and here's the point behind
So
all
he
of
does
this
not
here.
pity. He does not use pity as a way to get gifts, which I again
And
I have a lot of respect for.
and I could and see here's the thing with that. I don't care if people go online and digitally pan. You do what you have to do to pay your bills. But I will say this statement, okay? And
Hmm.
people have seen I gift and they're starting to understand. I am a streamer, not a gifter, and I fucking deserve to be blessed on these platforms because the paradigm is changed. We are privileged as creators. We can go in front of a camera for free. We don't need a production company. For
Mm-hmm.
now, it's a privilege for you guys to watch us content creators and not have to pay. It's a privilege because there's going to
It
be a
is.
paradigm change soon. I believe in the future, it's all going to be subscription based, and you will not be able to watch us for free there. It's like they did with Disney and Netflix. They all gave it to you for free before they sucked you in, and nobody watches TV anymore. It's getting worse. This is where the paradigm, and this is what I'm doing. This is what I'm doing
What
and
do
what I
you?
believe.
What is your biggest insecurity about yourself or your life?
Um, that I'm always trying to prove that I'm right when I'm right. I shouldn't care. So I know it's a
Hmm.
narcissistic statement, but unfortunately, most of the time I'm right about a lot of things and I can admit when I'm wrong. And it's so much wasted energy I spend making people I don't even know. Somebody keeps telling me there, just fucking there, do your thing there and shut them up there by being super successful. That's the real way. But I have this thing holds me down there that I haven't there totally because I don't want to be favorite famous. I want to be social media famous. And where you guys can see me, social media is on favorite it. I want to be a difference maker. I can actually talk about mental health as Eric Collin. I have ideas there for fucking charity events and benefits and putting things to good use there that
That's amazing.
distributed. I want a voice, is what I want. I'm building my voice on social media so I can say and do what the fuck I want.
Listen, any of your endeavors around that, I will be looking for and I will support any way that I can. Because I
So
really
here, I'll
believe.
throw it out to you. I want to do something like this. If you can figure out how to do it, let's do it. I want to do like every month there, whatever it is there, whether it's like, so here are some of the examples in a like 1 minute rant. This is the goal. I want mental health Mondays, man cave mental health Mondays, whatever the mission is, autism
Hmm.
month, crazy now. Every single fucking dime I earn on Mondays, I want to donate it 100% to a charity. There will be four of them a month. I can prove it. DT, you
I
guys can track
love
there.
that.
I will show my cash outs. And if I'm a big enough streamer, I will match what you guys gift me on Mondays. I will match it. And then we'll take one of those big, stupid, fucking goofy checks and I'll go to the hospital and I'll make people laugh. I want to do this there.
Aw,
If I
I
could figure,
love that.
yeah, so if I could figure out there how to get people there to send me stuff there on Amazon wish list, send me a baby crib, send me a stroller, send me stuff for a family. I'm gonna raise Bernard and Bernadette. I'm gonna go to restaurants with Bernard, order steaks, and then when I'm done creating that crow tent in the real world of being a father, I want to donate all of the props to a battered women's shelter. But nobody sees my vision.
No,
Nobody fucking sees it.
that's incredible. It's amazing, especially a man like you who's such a performer and who's been through so much trauma in your
Yeah.
life for you to actually come back and say, I might be narcissistic, but I have a big heart and I do want to help these communities and they do mean something. And it's part of your greater plan. I think that's really beautiful. It's inspiring, honestly. Your idea I think is amazing. I think you should work on it. I will support any way I can. I know a lot of people on Favorited would really appreciate that and show you a lot of love if you
So
go through
here's
with
the
that.
thing. Here's the thing, and I've learned it, is that I have one real talent. My brain, loser, my brain never stops, and I'm great in front of a camera. When the camera goes off after doing this for 10 or 12 hours, I cannot be there coming up there with charity ideas, this, there, make a video.
Okay.
I need a fucking team behind me.
Yes, I agree. That's
I
something you
cannot,
need.
I will
Yes.
burn myself out. I need to be in front of the camera entertaining and then
Yes.
use my voice and my talents to bring good. I had another one. I know the director to a local hospital here. At Christmas time, I wanted to buy a bunch of fucking toys, remote control Barbie cars, have Bernard running around the fucking apartment in a Barbie, fucking fire engines, and then donate all the toys to children at Christmas time. Ah, fuck, man. I will not fucking cry for you fucking haters. You
Does
will
that
not
come?
get me there. Anyways.
Can I ask you something? Does it come from you maybe not feeling like you had those things and that love and that attention growing up? Your mom went through a lot. I understand the battered woman's, but you so it seems like you have a soft spot for children, families, and women in crisis. And it
So,
seems to me like that's a direct tie from when you were younger. You've turned your trauma, and you're literally, your goal is to use it to help the people, people like yourself and your mother.
so nice try.
No? Is it the
No, not even.
narcissism? Do you just want
Not even
credit?
a little. Not, so here, if I tell you about my life growing up, my mom worked hard there. We didn't have a lot, but I can't even say we were poor because, or
Okay.
no, being real poor is
Mhm.
not as feeling hungry and not missing. I mean, whether I had craft dinner and wieners 6 nights, I never missed a meal. My mom never once yelled or raised a hand to me growing up there. I was an only child, so I was very spoiled. My grandmother played a huge fucking
Yes, I
part
see.
in my life. So none of that comes from that. Now, if I want to analyze why I want to help children and all that, I'm an amazing father. And me being a narcissist, because of something my fucking ex did to me there, and I'm going to talk about this openly, as a narcissist, I fucking said, I'm going to be a better parent than her. So I too never screamed or raised my voice at my children. And they were so fucking spoiled. It's not, so it doesn't come from there. I still do charity work once a week now because I've cut it down. I take my
Hmm.
car, I bring people who don't have access to drive themselves to the hospital, and I stay with them. I talk with them there, and then I bring them back to their place and they cover the cost of my gas. And what I learned was the
Huh.
first time I did this, the guy tried to give me, he goes, "How much is it?" Well, I said there that legally, and the organization says I have to charge you $21 for gas, cheaper than an Uber. He said there, well, everybody else charges me for their time there. I should be giving you $80 because the guy was charging $20 an hour. That is fucking wrong. And anyways, I didn't. I told the organization. They said, "Well, if people want to tip, they can tip." So I do it out of the genuine goodness of my heart. There, I don't know why I'm a good person. There, I've been molested. I've been victimized. There, I don't know. I'm a good person. What can I say?
People
I'm a
who go
degenerate
through things
gambler.
like that, they never want anyone else to feel the way they did. At least in my circumstances, any sort of pain that has stuck with me, I never want another human to feel the way I felt in that moment. And I think that even if you don't consciously realize that, it can be a motivator in the back of your mind as you're helping other people. Um,
Um, you know, I really don't know where it comes from there, that like wanting to, maybe because my grandmother did charity work for many years and I remember,
okay,
but,
she did, and you
and
watched that.
and like I just, so this is the truth there is that, and I don't want to trigger anybody in here because I'm going to use explicit language, but correctly said there to explain my story is I never I never understood until about 4 years ago how it was being molested as a 12-year-old by my 16-year-old cousin who had his penis in my mouth and ejaculated. And over time, my sexual relations with women, I had problems orgasming myself because we learned
Sure.
that the smell of cum triggered me. And
Yes.
all of my relationships with women, they would feel like it was a them problem because I couldn't come for them there. This caused all
Wow.
kinds of fucking, I'm like, baby, I'm fat, you're gore. I mean, like it never, but the woman always thought it was, if you can't make your man come, the woman
Right.
feels like it's them. But it
But that
wasn't
came from a
them.
mental block from your trauma.
And once we figured this out 4 years ago, now I don't have that problem anymore. And then I was in a safe enough space to do some kind of therapy like EMR there to try and like
Hmm.
trigger it to fit. I decided I don't want to know the impact of being molested played on my fucking life. I don't fucking care. I got over it. My abuser, my cousin, a first cousin, 5 or 6 years ago, I heard he died a horrible death of
Oh,
stomach
wow.
cancer. Good,
Wow.
good for you. Yes,
Yeah.
yes. So I never chose to deal with it and how much it impacted my life. So any of my wild behaviors of wild my good deeds that I don't know.
By
I'm
the
a good
way, not
person.
most men who have had any kind of sexual trauma or abuse or assault do not ever speak of it, not even to their closest friends. And that
Bingo.
is something that uh, it's part of a bigger conversation that I was having with my stream the other day, which is the culture in our, in America, but I think all over the world has become such. Thank you, Roman. That it's dangerous for men, and it creates a loneliness, a depression, and an isolation. I think for men to not speak about those things. Um,
It's like this that I say is that's why the men's I wanted to do man cave Mondays men mental health because we suffer different, but I want the women
yes,
there because they're affected too. It's a fact. Men are supposed to be stoic. They're not allowed to cry. They can't have problems. That's why the suicide rate in men is higher. They
yes.
don't reach out. They don't talk about it there. I've decided there that I will not be fucking silenced for anything there. And I will talk. And hopefully this saves lives. People will share because there's nothing wrong with a man. Because most men won't say they were molested. Oh, he's gay. Or he's a pedophile himself.
Someone
This
in the
is,
chat just admit that they had the same experience. You already are affecting people in my chat.
I
By the
love
way,
that.
that's crazy that you just admit that, and you know who you are for that comment. Thank you for sharing that. Someone that comes back and supports. Thank you, thank you. So it already has affected a man in my chat who just opened up. I think it's
It's a
important for
voice.
women to be there because women, and this is what I mean by the toxicity of our culture, they don't sit down to think about these things. So if we could watch Man Cave Monday and understand how our husbands, boyfriends, brothers, and dads are handling and dealing with a different set of issues, I think it will be healthier for us because we won't blame ourselves for everything, and it will allow us to nurture men in a way that's more meaningful to them. So I really think you should stick by that idea and do that, Crow, for real.
So here's the thing about all of this there. And guys, whoever's in, whoa, I almost slipped on the fucking ice there.
Oh, be
Don't worry
careful.
there. I don't have to worry about ice like you Americans out there. This is like normal ice. Anyways, fuck. So here's the thing. I have all these amazing ideas. I've learned there, I need people I will support anybody that helps run this, create the flyers, make the time.
Got it.
Um, I,
You want to
I will,
entertain, so your energy goes to the
yeah,
actual entertainment
yeah,
and the content and have the
yeah.
back end taken care of so you could just show up and be great.
I need a team. I have no
Yes.
problems doing charity. I have no problems talking about, like you said, that was the whole principle of Man Cave Mondays, men's mental health. I want as many women as there so they can understand
Yep.
how, and for the men to understand how we fuck up the women, because men suffer different too. It's a whole thing there, but nobody's doing it. People, I'm not gonna call anybody out. Platforms. People go online and talk about mental health for clicks and views and to monetize. That's why there's nothing wrong with monetizing over it. Do something with it. So when I monetize like a dirty little bird on Mondays, I will give every single penny of it to a charity or an organization. There's nothing wrong on monetizing. Like somebody told me this,
No.
like I want to do, yo, I love you too. I want to go
Hey,
and do
Roman.
things with the homeless and like there's so much to be done, but I'm not going to be the one organizing it there because it makes
It's
me
a
sick.
wonderful idea. I know how you feel that if you had a team, you could execute some of these things. I'm very interested in helping you. Sir Ken thinks it's a phenomenal idea. And I know there's other people watching who are surprised that this is a goal of yours and a passion. And you are building a team just by being here tonight. The people
Uh-huh.
agreeing. You're getting a lot of love in the chat,
Yeah,
Crow,
yeah,
in the last 15 minutes.
yeah,
So I think that you are a visionary. You create ideas. You have phenomenal ideas, and now we just need to build a team around you. And I
yeah.
think that you should just focus on your personality and your content and showing up and being a performer. I have my last question. My last question, but of course you are free to say whatever you want after my last question. I'm not rushing you or anything.
Yeah, no problem.
Like where do you want your life to end up? Like I want to know what your goal is. How do you see your dream life from now on? Um,
Um, I want to build myself an empire as a social media influencer and become one of the top ones there. I have dreams of making as much money as I can for my family and building something to leave for them there, because even though my bills are paid every month, I don't have extra there to be. I have nothing to leave my children when I'm gone from this world there, and I do this for my kids there. I am trying to earn as much money as a creator to build something for my family and have a voice to be able to help charities and causes and do things and whatever it is there. I want to be able to be as famous as possible as an yo, thank you so much. As a creator, I want to
And
be
you will. You
known.
already are. You already are, and you will continue to do so. Especially the way you're evolving and your self awareness. You will, Crow. One of my very few skills that I'm super confident in is seeing the trajectory and the potential in someone. And I mean, I think it's very obvious that you have all the things that it takes to get fame and be very successful on social media. So I don't think it's an if. I think it's already happening and in the works. I know you'll get there, and I know you will end up in a position where you're very successful. You make a lot of money. You want to create a legacy and make sure that your family is taken care of when you're not here. I think that's a wonderful motive. And I think that's beautiful and it's very fair. And I really respect you as a man. I know
Thank you.
you've been through a lot. I know that social media has treated you a certain way, and you've treated other people, other streamers, a certain way.
Yep.
I respect your treatment, that you work on yourself, and that you're very transparent about what you're doing, why you're doing it, and how you want to end up. I
Yep.
think there is a lot to learn from you. I do, and I hope that you not only continue to perform, but I do hope that you do other things with your content that could help and touch different populations of people on the app and around the world. You're a
That
brilliant
I want
guy.
to be
No one can deny
global.
you're very smart. You're
Thank you.
very sharp with your words. So because you're very smart and you have a good vocabulary and you're articulate, you have power in that. You can use your words and your power for good or for evil, right? And I think that your goal is good, is really, really good. And so like props to you. I'm really I don't know.
I
I knew this would be an interesting interview, but it turned into so much more than that. I'm very thankful that you've been so open with me.
So here's the thing there, and I'm going to be very arrogant to what I'm saying now there, okay? Because that's how I am. And make no
Go
doubt
for it.
about it, you're talking to Eric Joseph Andre Collin from Montreal, Quebec, Canada. Is I want to have a voice, and everything that I do is calculated, whether right or wrong. I do not say anything by mistake. I
You're
have
very
this little
strategic.
I am. I have a skill. There's this little voice here, and it says it's about a delay of 2 seconds. It's like a sensor button. It says, "Do you really want to say that, Goofy?" I hear him, and I'll say what I want to say. It's broken twice on me. It's broken twice, and if you want, I'll tell you how it broke after. But it's
Yeah.
broken twice. I always say what I mean and mean what I say,
Hmm.
and I'm gonna say something. And this is arrogant. I'm very cocky about. I feel blessed and privileged that I could be part of this community and what DT and Zach and his team are trying to build. I heard what they said. A lot of what Zach said there about the platform is trying to get away from all that. What most content is toxic drama and bleeding and blood over into streams. They want.
Hmm.
I heard you, Zach. Because I'm the man to do it. Now, this is the arrogant part. I appreciate love safety here. This is the arrogant part. If Zach and DT are not paying attention to what I'm doing and my vision, I am the man that is going to help you build this platform to the next level. And that's my opinion. I need support and guidance, and I'm
Yes.
not I'm not asking for favoritism. I see what I did. I just want to be on your radar. I'm a genius. Favoritism, anyways. So this is the platform that I want to do what I do on here. Thank you so much. And like I said, whether I'm right or wrong, I try things. I think there needs to be a
Mm.
paradigm. I'm a revolutionary visionary and I'm doing things different. Tomorrow, Guys, come and see me on Recap of Wisdom Wednesday. I'm going to tell you what Eric Collin thinks about respectfully of everything that was said there. And it's going to
Mm-hmm.
be controversial, but
Mm-hmm.
this is how I believe streaming should be done. It's a business. I'm going to teach you guys as a business. And yes, you most certainly want to gain other people's viewers and stuff, but
Mm-hmm.
not in a slimy way, not by sliding in their DMs. I don't give them, nah, 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 nah. No, marketing.
He's right.
Not slimy. I'm opening a restaurant. Guys, look at this. Favorite streets? You all have little Italian restaurants. I'm the little Mexican restaurant that could. And you
Oh,
could
I love
come here
Mexican.
and speak Mexican with us. And I get in trouble for that. Because, anyways, so you can speak Mexican. And I'm telling you, thank you so
CC.
much.
CC.
I'm telling CC right there. So I'm telling you guys that I'm standing in front of your Italian restaurants with my color copy photocopies and business cards. Never use black and white. People don't see value. They see black and white, they throw it away. With colored print and business cards, they might look at it. So I'm giving my business cards to everybody saying, hey, I serve Mexican food. Come and watch me. And I'm doing it in front of your restaurant, meaning I'm going to come and do it in your streams. Now, I don't need to do this anymore because I'm a brand on here now. I'm a name. I'm out there. I'm teaching people to do this. Now, if you don't want people in your business, you're going to need to set your streams, your boundaries, block, because I believe if you're not going and like, it doesn't matter. You have to have something to offer and a talent. And here's the other thing.
Yep.
I hate this. When I first got on here, somebody told me there, I'm going to only follow you there if you give me a speed demon. He's on my list. You just
Mm-hmm.
made the list.
Yep. I
Or,
know the list.
or
I've
you
seen
don't
part
have
of the
a
list.
gifter level and they don't pay attention to you. And then when I turn my badge on, all of a sudden there they want to talk to my caca because my badge is on. That there is fake. Never forget. Interact with everybody that comes in because we all started at zero gifter level. You never know who your next big supporter is going to be. I have
Have you
so
guys
much.
did you guys know that an entertainer and a troll could actually have a very high moral compass and have a set of values that they stick to?
Because I'm both. I'm an
I
entertainer
know.
and I'm a troll.
I
I'm a,
see that
yeah,
now. I
yeah.
didn't know that about you, but I see
Oh.
that you're absolutely both.
Yeah. And for you guys who don't know, there's a top 10 list of the world's best trolls. They're all millionaires. Trolling is a profession.
I think that Zach and DT, Megs, and the rest of the favored community, you're on their radar. They notice you. I think they're gonna watch this interview. If it's already probably being clipped. I saw the mix-up page in here. I have the interview. They didn't need this. They've always noticed you. But I think the fact that you're talking about your goals and how you want to change and how you want to shift your passion for
Yeah.
original, valuable content on this app and for entertainment. I
Mhm.
think that they should do something with you and work and give you the guidance you need because
Yeah.
you're a force on this
So,
app.
so
But you
I'm
said you
not.
want direction, a little
Yeah.
bit of direction.
I'm not looking for special treatment,
No, no,
but
no, no,
but
no.
honestly, I believe this. DT and Zach, you guys there, I'm not saying emailing me and slide in my DMs there, but maybe you should there because I can help blow up this platform and I want to do it right and work with you guys. I got everybody's attention there by being a nut job. I'm not so crazy. Anyway, something more important while I eat my cookie. I've sent an email in on this there, and I'm not going to drop it. The word window liquor. Do you know what this word means?
Is no. Is it like a peeping tom?
So, we're going to get it removed from the community. It's a bannable force on many platforms. It's referring to nobody's doing it here on purpose. Loser. Nobody on here is doing it on purpose because they didn't know the ignorance, which I didn't know until I learned this because somebody questioned me why I was saying it. It's a derogatory term
Sure can.
towards
Thank you.
towards intellectually disabled people.
Really?
Uh, uh, get that fucking word off this
I had
platform if
no
you.
idea.
Most people don't. And even if it's being done in parody, which is an answer I got as a reply, a lot of things I do. So now let's put it in this context. I'm an intellectually disabled person and
Mhm.
I don't get everything in context and parody. And I go into respectfully, this was never done out of context. I go into the biggest stream on here where protein is on their windows and window lickers need to lick the protein off of it. If I'm intellectually disabled and don't understand that parody, I may be offended. This word needs to be, I need the community to talk about it, send in emails. It needs to be like several other platforms, bannable.
I've
Am
never
I
personally used
crazy?
that term myself, but it's used all the time. I say like window watcher, not the liquor. Not because
Window
I
watcher
would
is
I would
better.
have used liquor. I just prefer watcher, but I
Mhm.
would have used liquor if I felt like it because I didn't know that's
Yeah.
what it meant. But yeah, let's stop with the term then if that's what it means. That's not that if this
Most
app
people
is
don't.
gonna have a boundary, then yes. I
Yeah.
think you're educating us though because we didn't know that.
So
We have a
this,
lot of supporters
yeah,
who themselves are disabled or have
yeah,
children that are that it seems like some people do know what that term is and are offended by it already in the chat. So
yeah,
thank you for teaching us about that.
yeah.
I will
Because
never use it.
I started to try and I created some new, like I have my crow perches now. They're crow picking, they're crow perching, you
No
know.
way.
So that, but I know it was never done. Nobody really knew this. When I found out there, it's because I was saying window, and what triggered me yesterday there was on Wisdom Wednesday. It was brought up, and like a lot, and like hardware said that don't judge the window lickers there because maybe they're licking now, but they're gonna come into our streams and watch us, and he's right. I agree with that there, but the term is wrong and nobody was using it like that there. If this platform is like they say about diversity and being different, it is a word that is associated to that. It doesn't matter if it's outdated, whatever. The history behind it is that we need to remove it there from this platform. And
Okay.
yes, your thank you. It's because when it comes off, it was because of me. The guy that you all
Mhm.
hate, who's out of control and unhinged and a troll. I'm looking out for people.
He's
And you
used
don't.
his entertainment value to bring attention to himself, and now he says that his evolution with the power he has is he would like to provide good, valuable, interesting content that is not just him battling and staring back at you guys, even though I know some of you guys do just like to stare at people, which is fine. But I respect your goals on here, and I think that that Favorited does too.
Mhm.
And I think that we would all be idiots to not figure out a way that we could work with you and do this because listen, you could focus on a personal brand, certainly, like you already are a brand, people
Mhm.
know you, but you want to grow the platform and you want to give to charity and you want to. So I think that's a wonderful thing and a really good opportunity for the app and for other streamers. I mean, guys, look, he's saying these are my goals. I'm the entertainer. I would love a team behind me. I would love a little direction. I'll show up and do the damn thing.
Mhm.
It's clear as day to me, and I think Favorited will appreciate that. How's your
That's
cookie?
um it is so good because I've been losing weight because apparently I'm obese and people are vomiting in the comments when I dance. So now it's in my head. I've lost 45 pounds. Within a year, you
Wow,
guys are going to see me all tanned and juicy and you're all going to love me. Yes,
45,
yes.
45 pounds is a lot. Good
I,
job.
I, I've lost, I've done this before with intermittent fasting. It's been about 3 months.
Oh, intermittent fasting, guys. He just gave away. So it wasn't. You promise it was not the Mangiarno or the
The what?
shots.
The what?
Okay, never mind. He has no
Who?
idea. So okay. Um,
You're talking about that Ippo. I would never take that. It sinks your fucking face in. I'm too
I
handsome to
I
have my face
I call
sunk
it
in.
Ozempic face. I call it Ozempic face.
It's horrible.
And
I don't know why these
the
people are
eyes
doing
start
that.
to look dead. Not everyone, you guys, if
Yeah,
you're on it, but a lot of the times because you lose drastic weight so
yeah,
quickly
yeah.
that
It's
you lose a
horrible.
lot of that collagen and that
Yeah,
fat that is important. So he's
yeah,
doing it the right way. Intermittent fasting is very good for you. It
yeah.
also, just so you know, is regenerative to your cells, and a lot of those cells are cancer cells. So it's very good for
Mm,
multiple reasons.
yeah.
Um, is there anything else that you want to say? By the way, can I ask you for a favor and a promise from you? Will you
Mm.
please, like, whether a little bit of time, please come back and do like a follow up with me And let's do something together. It doesn't have to be on a regular basis, but I've just really enjoyed talking to you. I think you're a very
Um,
interesting person.
if you organize some kind of an event or thing there, and you want to do it like a once a week recap of my journey of what all I have is time. That's all I have. And
Listen,
here's
I
the
come from
thing.
a startup and marketing background too, so I think we're gonna do something cool for
Well,
sure.
that's cool because here's my goal that people don't see. It's like any brand. I believe that I am the face of something huge and that all the people that are with me, you guys can chase my clout. You guys can grow off of me, get out there. But it will be up to you, motherfuckers, there to have the talent to do something with it. I
Hmm.
will let you guys hop on the cacaw train and cacaw your way all over the fucking internet there. But it'll be you guys to propel yourself after. I want people to get famous because they've hung out with me. I want people to get gifted and blessed because, like, I often talk this there that like if somebody's in my stream there and they want to bless the person that's with me, it happened there not this time before. Somebody came and gifted somebody I think a speed demon in my box. I said, "What are you doing? I don't want the fucking 30% of the 35 there. If you really want to support that person, fucking go and gift it to them in their stream."
So you're not greedy.
I personally, and this is something else that I'm going to suggest, that anytime somebody is in a streamer's box,
Hmm.
that person who gets it should get 100% of it. There are platforms that allow that there. Now, it's not good streamer etiquette that you go into Crow Call and stream, five people are boxed up because it leads to hate gifting, that people now will start gifting the boxes but not the streamer. So what? I don't care. Do it. But I know that this is probably outside of the box thinking there because, people and that are, they're there to see the streamer because you're allowing them their box, that the streamer should get, I don't believe in that.
So you
I
he
believe.
you guys he wants to lead us to water, but he can't make us drink at the end of the day. He's willing
Mhm,
to share his brand, his attention. He's saying if you want the clips, if you want to be with me, if you want to do streams together, he's completely open to it. But at the end of the day, it's up to us what we do with that. So
mhm,
but I definitely think the diversity in content on this app is
mhm,
key and is
mhm.
the most important thing. And you guys, at the end of the day, everything you're saying, I noticed something about it, right? And your strategies, honestly, you are really bringing value to the supporters. There's many ways to make money on here. There's the pity
Mhm,
route, there's the being beautiful route, there's the
mhm,
flirting and giving your gifters a lot of attention off the app route, right? And I think that you're truly, you want to entertain, you want to make people laugh, right?
mhm.
And so I do think that the value that you bring in that way is very genuine and authentic, and I appreciate it.
I'll be honest. I like that you acknowledge that. I don't care how people make money there, as long as if you're not taking advantage of like a special class group and stuff. Even this
I agree.
beautiful, beautiful people who like are able to like have relationships off the app. There, a little hey there, how's it going there? How and then they start gifting them, and they believe that they're going to meet. It's not
Yes.
illegal. It's no worse than a 1-800 number back in the 90s of phone sex. It's no date. It's the same thing there because these people don't believe that they know they're not the Lulu. They're never going to meet these handsome. So there's no, I don't shit on any.
I don't either.
I wish I could sit here in front of a camera and get gifted there hundreds of thousands of coins there for just being there handsome. I wish I
Yeah.
could. But I can't. So I have to, and I will never shit on somebody who does.
Thank God, Roman.
It's interesting you said there the showing. I think it's changed. The reason I started taking my shirt off like that there was because people were calling me fat, obese. Doesn't bother me. I'm standing up for the people who get body shamed. But OnlyFans, I have been thinking of an OnlyFans only crow page. You know that most of the content on OnlyFans has nothing to do with sex.
No, I
You
didn't
didn't
know
know?
that. I assumed it was. What do you mean?
Exactly.
What?
There's actually legitimate content channels on OnlyFans.
Okay, well, maybe you should take the Crow Nation over there and
Well,
do your
I'm going
thing
to
over there.
concentrate on here first. We're going to blow up here,
Yes, that's
and
smart.
then we'll figure things
Yes,
out. Yeah.
yes. You want to feel really comfortable and be successful and reach your goals with one
Yeah.
platform, and then you divide and conquer. Okay, and I
Yeah.
think it's interesting. Last point about that is he said to me multiple times, I don't have a sexual perversion or obsession. That me taking off my shirt comes from the fact that I get disgusting comments about my body. It clearly
Mhm.
gets to him and affects him a little bit. He's losing weight, it's in his mind. And that's his way of saying, like, you know what? You may say this about my body, but it's my body. I'm not going to let you shame me, and I'm not going to let you shame other people that look like this. Um, and
So,
so if you want to
yeah.
make fun of me, let me really show you, kind of thing,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Okay.
this all started because I stream sometimes in a mirror. Okay. Now, the mirror effect, I
Oh, is that why
become,
they kept saying mirror? I didn't understand the
yeah.
mirror. Okay.
So what I did there is I'm going, when you're a streamer, you're supposed to be the biggest thing in frame and blah, blah, blah. So
Hmm.
I went the opposite because people also don't like black screens, people who don't show their face. So I said, you know what? I'm gonna do fuckery. I stream in a mirror so you can kind of see me, but you don't. But you see my feet.
I've seen
It
that.
looks weird. It looks creepy. And
Hmm.
then people say, "Why? Well, why don't you?" And then when I flip the camera, I'm like right there. And now what? I'm right here, motherfucker. And then now there, this thing started on here with the Charmander hat. I wasn't showing my face, and people were saying he's afraid to show himself and stuff there. So when they said that, I popped out there with my shirt off, half naked.
So
Who's
you guys
scared to
asked
show
for the
themselves?
jump scare.
Exactly. So now anybody who doesn't see my face there and asks there, why aren't you showing yourself? Uh, you might get a surprise that you weren't waiting for there.
Be
But
careful what
the
you ask for,
be
guys.
careful what you ask, and you're not wrong. I'm not 100% that confident with my body, but I wanted to prove a point because I've realized something with true people who have hatred in their hearts and don't see good there and they're just hateful. You can't change that. It's built in them, it's ingrained. But here's the thing, and ugly people, that's the same thing. Here's the thing, motherfuckers. I can lose fucking weight and I'll be skinny. You guys cannot change. I can change. You guys can't. I feel sorry for you. Keep calling me fat. I can lose weight, motherfuckers. The hate
That's
in your
easy.
heart will never go away. Ever.
Much love to you. Much
Yeah.
respect to you. Thank you for
Thank you.
coming. And we have each other's Instagrams now,
Yeah.
so we'll do more together. But I really enjoyed this. You're a very
Thank you.
fascinating person, and
Yeah.
I'm happy you're on this app, and I believe that we are lucky to have you here. I do.
I appreciate that there because this is some of the things that got in trouble. And I didn't know where because I did notice there when I said there, are you single and stuff there? I wasn't trying to flirt with you. I was asking for a friend, my other character, but I seen that you didn't want to go there. So I don't know if I offended you, but hang on.
Not at all. Oh my God, not
Okay,
at all. Not at
perfect.
all. No,
Perfect.
no, no,
So
no.
here's the thing that,
Listen, I just know you're the one to dominate, and you're the
yeah,
one to
okay.
get what you want. So I had to
Yeah.
turn it a little bit back on you. My
You're very good at I'll be honest. Not many people can handle me, and I respect you a lot for how you did this interview. Because if you
thank
guys
you.
think, if you guys don't think that I can't like not interrupt, if you guys think I'm yelling, I can actually do an interview as full Eric Collin, and you guys will be shocked. I've been in and out of Eric Call. You guys don't know who the fuck you're talking to tonight there, and that was the point. But I strategically interrupt. I strategically raise my voice. I know psychological for and engagement. I'm doing everything I do. I'm trying to trigger a reaction, whether it's good or bad. I don't care. You guys are feeling something, and as a creator, as long as they're feeling something, you're doing it right. So all that to say, my joke was, everybody respectfully, she knows, I slid in her
Thank
DM
you.
there with a picture of my caca. She has this is what
Wait,
caused
what? To
trouble.
me?
Yeah. You didn't see the
Oh,
pro
oh, you sent me
picture.
the picture proving that it was your finger, right?
No, no, I sent you a picture of a crow behind a microphone.
Oh, okay, okay. You
So
did,
that's what I
yes.
call a caca pic.
You
And I'm
scared me. I
insist.
said, let me not open my
Yeah.
DMs.
No, no, but I'm insinuating unsolicited dick pics. I
Right.
send unsolicited caca pics. It's a crow,
I love the
customized
crow with the mic, by the way. That was really cool.
because you're an interviewer.
Can we have some? Can we? It was very cool. Can we have some crow merch? Is that gonna happen?
So, so what I'm working on in the future is a couple of things. Um, I'm turning my body into the favorite at crow board. My next Midas, my next werewolf, my next Bruce, and the TV is going to be tattooed around my hernia as I put all of these gifts on my body and dance around the favorite
Wait, in real
streets.
tattoos?
Yeah, I'm putting these the tattoos of these gifts of my supporters who dropped them to me. I'm tattooing them on me forever. On my back, my top gifters of the week each week. It's going to be my board of
Wow.
my crow eaters. People who love caca, and I am going to tattoo my top gifter every week, a crow on my back. It's going to be amazing ink. I've been thinking of this for a long time. I've already started doing some things. And the other thing is the merch. I'm not going to forget the people too who are in my stream. Every single fucking stream, they barely gift me, but they're there. They're talking to me. They're running up my comments there. I'm going to be sending out care packages, free caca hats there. That's going to say caca. Yes, yes. T-shirts. I want to see how many
Oh, I want the yes,
streamers.
yes. Can I have a yes,
Yes.
yes?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's going to be the thing that I started on here. I want everybody saying yes, 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 yes. And I want to see how many creators I can get wearing my Crow Nation merchandise on here. And I'm going to be sending it out to everybody for free.
Okay, last question. This is,
Yep.
I really mean it. Sorry, I know I've kept you. Wait,
No, 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 no,
this is
no.
my longest interview on the app ever that I've done. By the way, we
Well,
were supposed
no,
to
no,
do
I'm
1 hour. We're
terrified.
almost at two.
I feel so. I'm glad that you're like apologizing like that. I thought you wanted to get rid of me. I could do this all night.
No, 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 not at all, not at all.
Perfect.
No, I'm never like I never rush any of my guests. I
Beautiful.
go by the energy of the conversation where it takes
Yeah.
us. That's kind of like that's what's dependent on the time frame of the interviews.
Yeah, right.
Why the crow? I love crows, by the way.
So this all started. Fuck, why did the light go off in my car? Hang on a second. This makes no sense. So this all started when I started streaming as the happy depressed guy. And long story short, that was a mission of getting horrible people off the internet for like trolling people, threatening people. So I've removed about 3,000 accounts off of platforms, Instagram, YouTube, for people talking like you should kill yourself, you should jump off. So that was my first mission as the
Hmm.
happy depressed guy. Funny that you guys don't know this. Yes, I was actually, and then I realized, hey, Goofy, it is so hard to navigate and manage these platforms there. Like, that's not your mission. You're not going to make any, it's like taking a glass of water and dropping it in the Pacific Ocean. I'm not the
Hmm.
one there to fix the problem with safety. So I got off of that mission. Then I started there as unique. And I've always had this since 2018. I have the tattoo on me. It says Murder of Crow on my hands. Okay. Now, this all started as Murder of Crows, and my message how crows stay together. They protect each other. They never refly the same flight pattern if one of them have been killed or injured. Kind of like
Hmm.
us as humans. We should never repeat the same mistake. So that was the whole Murder of Crows. Come join the murder. I'm the blackest thing in the world. Come join the murder. I'm a crow. People think I'm being racist because I am the blackest thing in the history of this. But I'm a crow anyway. So that then one day, one of my fans boxed up,
Thank you, Ro.
and he was at work, and he was like, "Caw, caw." I was like, he got in trouble at work for this. But I said, hey, that's pretty funny. It sounds like cock, but caca. And that's what crows. So then we started all the crowisms, like my crowisms. Then another person, the two biggest things about me, caca and cronation, I didn't come up with them, but I ran with it. Then another fan said, we're a bunch of misfits and like Island of Toys. You're cacawking. You have some crows around. Murder a crow. Why don't we become cronation? And I said, everybody has families and teams. There isn't many nations. It sounds good. And then I learned You can put crow in front of a lot. You have crowology, crowmunicating, crowpolar,
Protastic.
crowtastic, crowaholic, crowjaculating, crowmunicating, crownut. None of that had to do with sex there. They're crowisms. They're fairy dust there. You know, I have about 100 of them there. And I've been telling people, create new ones for me there. Crow goes in front of a lot, and I create crowisms. I have the biblical book of crowisms.
And that's a brand.
It is a fucking brand, and eventually I'm gonna copyright all of this shit there. And
Do
that
so.
fucking that phrase there, fuck off. You know everybody those fuck off
I've
t-shirts?
never seen you do that, no?
Fuck off. There's yeah, it's spelled F
Oh
C
my
A
god.
double. So there's t-shirts about this and stuff. They haven't copyrighted. Fuck off. I'm
They
looking
haven't?
into. They have not in Canada. I don't know about in the state. I'm looking to fucking steal that fuck off. I don't. Okay, I don't. Hang on a second. Whoever's in the fucking comments here, they're mass texting me. I don't know which one of you are my friends or stalkers. I hear the phone. I'm choosing stop sending me messages. I hear it. I'm choosing not to. So it's either somebody telling me to stop, maybe they're people who care. I don't care. I'm comfortable with this interview.
He's, by the way, did the best job in this interview,
Thank you,
and
thank you.
surprised us with the other side of him that we maybe a lot of you guys have never seen. Um, and
Yeah.
he's very selective on when he chooses to show that side. So we got lucky tonight, you guys, that we got the
Mhm.
what's your first name, Eric?
It is Eric. Yes, it is.
Okay, so we got Eric and we got Crow.
Yeah. And here's the thing, everything happens for a reason. It's like, Sir, I've been telling Sir Ken, get me out there, some interviews here, there. He told me about this there like maybe a week and a half ago. And I was like, yeah, Friday the 13th. That's kind of cool. I was going to
I
do
know, I
something.
thought that was cool
I
too.
was gonna do something at the cemetery with you and creepy and shit there. And then in the last couple of days, when I started last Sunday, no, it was last Thursday, I said, I'm gonna get posted somewhere and get notoriety, blah, blah, blah. Then I started getting gifted and podium ranking, world this, world that, got banned. And then I was like, yesterday he sent me the message, you have your I was like, oh, really? That's interesting that I'm the talk of the town. So the guys, she's not interviewing me because I'm the talk of the town. This interview was done before I was really doing what I was doing.
It was in the works
Yeah.
before that even happened.
So
It
that's
just so
even
happened to
more.
fall
Yeah.
on this day.
So this is even more to you guys. They're saying the only reason she's interviewing him right now is because
Not
he's
at
the
all.
most. It has nothing to. This just
No,
worked out biblically perfect.
and I'm
And
glad
your
it
little
did.
promo pit was amazing. When I seen that there, that like the most infamous and you could call it infamous streamer, I was like, this.
You should
You
have seen the
tell me.
Snapchat. So
Yeah.
in the TikTok, I used a crow on YouTube, their sound when I opened my mouth. And
Okay.
on my Snapchat, after watching so many crow videos, to choose one for YouTube, I heard them. So I didn't even need the audio on Snapchat. I cacawed myself and it was really
Bro.
good. Like I killed it with a cacaw. So
So,
now I have that. Now I could put that on my resume too.
so
Th-
you
Thank you
get
for
it.
being here. We appreciate you. The whole interview has been recorded. I
Beautiful.
will send you if you could just send me your email in my
Yeah, it'll be
DMs on
easier because it's
Instagram.
big. Yeah.
It's big. And then we're gonna have this on TikTok. I will be posting on TikTok. I'm not sure if you
Beautiful.
have an account. I don't think so. I did tag you, so maybe that wasn't the real crow that I tagged on TikTok. Either way, the
You
whole
know what?
interview will be out there.
It probably was my Crow Collins, but yeah, you post this anywhere, everywhere. You'll send it to me. I'll see if I can do something there. I want this to get out to the masses there because
Me
I
too.
think that this is a new people are going to see me in a different light because you're respected. I wasn't. Maybe now I might be. Thank you so much. I acknowledge you for allowing
Thank you.
me to pull up a chair to your table of relevancy and riding your clout.
Much love to you, Crow.